Have you been driven to that point of boredom and unoccupation? Honestly, putting my thoughts online was not the first thing that came to my mind. I'm not pretentious, I swear. Perhaps opinionated, but everybody fits that description. I don't hold my opinions higher than other opinions, I just know that they are mine. You see the news every day, and the severity of this situation is reaffirmed. Quite right. Amplifying hysteria might not be commendable in the slightest, but there is a fine line and a stark contrast between reaffirming danger and amplifying hysteria. At present, UK deaths stand at 10,612, and the global reported deaths are 114,979. Of course, this number will have changed drastically upon this video being uploaded. Now that's the severity of things. Hysteria and panic are obvious and understandable outcomes. To me, it seems like a perfectly natural response, albeit a very unhelpful one. As for me, I live on the Isle of Man. It's hard to put a name on what exactly hysteria is here. In a small island community, with a population just above 84,000, we share close communal proximity, as in everybody knows everybody. So what difference does that make? Perhaps again it's hysteria. Everybody seems to be remaining calm, but due to close communal proximity, news travels fast. The responses to said news seem to travel even faster. We have our own newspapers, but they don't report instantaneously. However, radio, social media and the internet are suffice. Now that it's week 4 of lockdown, we have plenty of time to read the news. We have 3 main radio stations: Free FM, Manx Radio and Energy FM, all of which are news sources. 2 men start jail for COVID-19 law breach, Monday the 13th of April 2020. 2 men who were arrested for breaking emergency laws at the weekend have been sent to prison. Both appeared in court this morning. One male received 6 weeks for failing to follow medical instructions and the other 4 weeks for socialising on a beach. He had previously had a warning. Manx police say there are a further 2 people in custody and they'll appear in the next available court. Cemetery closure sparks anger. Friday, 10th of April 2020. There has been an angry reaction to the closure of cemeteries due to coronavirus restrictions. Douglas Borough Council suffered a fierce backlash on their Facebook page when they announced the cemetery opposite the TT Grandstand was to be closed. Many people said the decision was ludicrous, as they aren't a place where people gather in any great number, and that it was a place where people can go for a quiet reflection at their loved one's grave. The council said the decision was taken simply to comply with the Manx government's emergency regulations, which stated that the facilities must close. And here's another one, Saturday 11th of April 2020. The RNLI is urging people not to go in the sea this Easter weekend. The charity says it's to reduce the risk of its volunteer crews being exposed to COVID-19. It says under normal circumstances many people would be heading to the coast this weekend, but everyone needs to stay home, protect the NHS and save lives. Lastly, it adds, while you're allowed out for daily exercise, it does not recommend that this exercise is in the sea. Friday 10th of April 2020. Police are warning people not to head to parks to sunbathe or have a picnic this weekend, despite the forecast good weather. It comes following advice from the government that picnicking or sunbathing should be avoided during lockdown. Some people in the UK did so last weekend across, breaking rules on social distancing. The situation led to Britain's Health Secretary warning more strict lockdown measures could be on the way if this kind of behaviour doesn't stop. Local people can go out for exercise such as walking or cycling, but the government doesn't recommend linking other activities to exercise, like picnicking or stopping at a cafe. Friday 10th of April, this one again. We're being asked to consider giving our pets less food to stop them getting overweight at home. Argbeen veterinary practice in Onken says currently a big concert, I think that's meant to say concern, a big concern is with our pets not getting much exercise or being given extra treats during lockdown. It could lead to a sharp rise in pets' obesity, which could then lead to problems such as diabetes, liver issues and heart problems. As a result, the practice is suggesting reducing the amount of food, increasing your animal's activity at home, or changing to a neutered or light diet. Police in the west of the island are urging people to keep their dogs on leads when walking on Peel Beach. Commissioners in the town have kept the sands there open for dog walkers to use at this time, provided people stick to the rules of controlling their canines and maintaining social distancing. However, officers have received reports of some letting their pets off the leash and say if it continues, then the commissioners will exercise the right to stop dogs being allowed there. The constabulary took to social media this week to spread the message. Small island community always at the ready to give feedback. If the police or government should post on social media, there is always responses. Most are encouraging to the law enforcement. Most responses are sensible, but some are quite humorous, and people will be, as people will always be, mixed opinions. Update on these two males: both have been to court and have been sentenced to time in the Isle of Man prison. First matter for 6 weeks, and the second one for 4 weeks. At this time we have 2 persons in the cells who have been charged with COVID-related offences and will be held in custody pending the next available court. And then check some of the responses, and this is what people comment on these posts. They want to talk to the police. You have to be consistent. Again, there were lots of cars on the road this morning. Surely not all essential journeys on a bank holiday. Set up roadblocks on the main roads. I know that you'll say there's not enough officers, but cancel leave like they have done to the nurses and get them in. Use the overtime money that would have been used for TT Fortnight. Keep up the good work. And then some more, just to show you the generic way of commenting on these things. Great, now people might take notice. This is real. Excellent outcome. Maybe now people will take heed. So please take it seriously, folks. More we do, quicker we can all begin to come out the other side. Good result, well done. Great to see the courts are backing you. Well done to our brilliant police, keeping us safe. Let's hope that anyone else who decides they know better gets punished. Yes, there's not much entertainment or fulfillment when staying at home during these times, but entertainment can be found. It's been a while since I've felt as bored as to create something like this.